The following is a Comfortably Zoned Radio Network production.
We are back. Lenny Randle's Hot Corner. Lenny is here, and it's his birthday. Happy birthday, Lenny.
All right, go ahead and do the 50 Cent version or the Stevie Wonder or Neil Diamond. I'm good. Which one are you going to sing for me?
Well, I'll sing them all. I'll sing them simultaneously. You had no idea how skilled I am. But that's for 8 podcasts. I can't do it for every birthday. Is this a milestone for you?
I'm not looking. You know, my motto is every day I wake up, it's my birthday. So if I don't call you, it's no show. It's no birthday. That means I'm dead. So,
okay, I understand.
Every day I wake up. I'm happy to wake up every day. I think everybody should celebrate birthdays every day. Every day. I got 2 guys with me that want to celebrate right now.
Let me give you a baseball question. It's about baseball age as compared to real age. I'll bet there's a number of players out there whose real ages don't coincide with their baseball age. Do you know of any?
I know 16 Chico Escuelas, and I was one of them. I know Louis Tiant and a couple of Campaneras and Tony Perez's. I know a couple of guys on the Olympic team, and I know a couple of Cabreras, but I don't want to throw anybody under the bus.
You didn't do that at all. They're just under one axle. Don't worry about it.
I'm with Matt Hines. Matt's 6'4", 250. He's pretending he's 19. So I'm going to check his ID when we go to Vegas. He turns 21 when we fly to Vegas somehow.
All right. Well, that works. What stays in Vegas or something like that, what you do in Vegas stays in Vegas. Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you, sir.
I'm also with a White Sox outfielder catcher, too, right? Pitcher. His name is, go ahead, tell me.
Kyle Kane.
You can look him up. Kyle Kane.
Nice
Kyle,
to meet you, Kyle.
6'4", 235 today.
Whoa. I'm 5'10", 150, and I've been this weight all my life. So let me ask you, what you're in the minors now with the White Sox?
No, I'm retired now. I retired in 2005.
And did you get your cup of coffee?
I did get my cup of coffee, yep.
All right. Let me ask you then, how exciting was that, and when and who told you that you were going to the big leagues, Kyle?
Oh, gosh, I think if I remember correctly, the phone call I got was from the assistant general manager, which would have been Rick Hahn, I believe his name was.
Okay. And who was the first person you called?
My dad.
Cool. How much time did you spend in the minors before being called up?
Let's see, I was 4 years. 4 years in the minors.
Sarasota.
And
Tucson was my first.
Tucson. He was in Tucson. He's a lucky guy. Bonus baby.
All right. Now, tell me about your career a little bit, because this is a surprise that you're on. And to be frank, I don't know much about you, but I'd like to.
I can tell you what he's got: a little bit of Tom Seaver in him. He's got a little bit of. Can you remember the White Sox when Oscar Gamble was there and when Eric Solomon? How many White Sox do you remember other than? Let's see.
Well, I happen to remember
Gossage.
As far back as the '59 White Sox, but I don't remember.
He's got some Gossage in him. He's got that Gossage thing going with the goatee, the Fu Manchu, and I'm going to take a picture and send it to you because it still look nasty.
All right.
Yeah, that was his idol.
And
so when you Google him or Wikipedia him, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was just going to ask, how come you're not pitching right now?
Well, I ended up getting hurt later on in my career. Ended up with a couple arm surgeries, which caused me to retire. And I'm getting a little old now because I'm going to be 42 on Sunday.
Now, he's one of those guys that has a 35-year-old ID, too, now, okay?
You've got a baseball age, huh?
Yeah.
A baseball age only works until you want to collect your pension, and then you go, whoa, wait a minute, now I've got to come up with something.
Well, you know, Grandma has every athlete's birth certificate in the attic. So we find them, 10 years later when we were 45. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm 55.
You know something that's very interesting? My grandmother had a Bible. Not that we had much use or training in it, but in the Bible she'd write down everybody's birthday, when they were born and what have you, and it was the decider. It was like the baseball encyclopedia. When anybody was in doubt, they'd go to that Bible. So,
Ralph, let me share something with you. That's still today, and the managers are now putting the lineup card in their Bible. I know Torrey did it. Bobby Valentine used to put a lineup. Here's today's lineup, Lord. Father Joe, who was in New York, would go, let's pray, throw some holy water on it. Oh, we need a win. In fact, I'm not making this
way
up.
Back I think it was the 52 World Series, Gil Hodges was in an incredible slump, and they stopped the presses at the Catholic Church where he worshipped in Brooklyn, and they said a prayer for Gil Hodges' bat that day, and it made the papers. It was a big thing. So, hey, they've been praying for baseball gods for a long time.
Do you know how many guys wanted to touch his bat or go meet that priest or whoever that pope or rabbi was?
Right.
That happens. That's still, guys are very superstitious. It's kind of amazing. Willie Mays was my coach, and then with the Mets. And a lot of times when he would come out, like Joe would not step on the white chalk or white lines. He would go around in the single line and jump over the double line, depending on what part of the bench he would come from. And I would laugh going, these guys they're out of the game, and they're still superstitious.
Right.
I don't know. What was yours? I'm gonna find out what Cal's was. What was yours, Cal?
Two pieces of gum.
2 pieces of gum.
Two pieces of gum and warm up the same way every time.
Wow.
Too fast.
Oh, all right. All right. Did you step on lines or not step on lines on purpose?
You know what? The lines wasn't really one of my superstitions. Mine was wearing the same socks.
Oh my God.
And 2 pieces of gum.
Ralph, he's still wearing them now. Okay. Since 2008, we're suffering. We're suffering here.
And in 5 more years, they're gonna find a way to get that stench through the internet, so everybody listening will be able to smell it at the same time. We're making tremendous progress as human beings. You mentioned Oscar Gamble. Rest in peace. He passed away earlier in the week.
Shocked me to death. I had a phone call from Rolling Stone magazine, Dan Epstein, and he goes, Lenny, I couldn't believe it because Oscar lived in my house in Texas and my house in Park Ridge, New Jersey. He was my tenant, and his wife Juanita. So he goes, Lenny, I thought he was joking because he said Oscar's sick, and now he said, no, Oscar's dead. I go, what? You got to be kidding me. I mean, because he was in great health. He did a Billy Martin tribute. He lost all his hair. His afro's gone. Remember that big fro, Oscar Gamble fro? Yeah. But we don't. What symptoms? What happened? Was it an accident, car accident, age? What? I mean,
I don't have no idea.
Oh my God, I'm shocked. I'm still not over that. I'm not over that. It's an amazing thing.
And the older we get, every day it's somebody and some memory that we had, some icon is gone. I remember Oscar Gamble as a Chicago Cub in 1960.
And a White Sox in 1980. Yeah. Remember the 30 home runs he hit every year, guaranteed. He used to say to Billy Martin, he said, Billy, am I DHing today? Or am I in the back of the line behind Reggie? If you put me behind Reggie, I'm gonna hit 3. If you put me in front of Reggie, I'm just gonna hit 1. He said, just don't put me in front of Nettles. He kept the clubhouse loose, man. Personality galore. Ralph, he even teased Reggie about his Rolls Royce. Because he used leather seats from Tijuana.
Well, wasn't Reggie Rivers a lot like that in terms of handling Reggie's ego and
he handled it. Reggie would cry, Ralph. He had Reggie crying on the bus. I mean, we were cracking up. He could, leave me alone. Get on Willie Randolph. Give me a break. Get on Catfish.
What was the happiest team you ever played for, Lenny? What was the most, the locker room camaraderie, the happiest one year?
I got to say Yankees and Mets. Yankees and Texas, because Billy Martin and Mickey Mantle, we go frog hunting in Kansas City. We did wild parties, ugliest girl, biggest this and biggest that. I'll tell you about that later because we're on air. And then we got a reward. It wasn't a six-pack and it wasn't a Billy. It was a $500 reward for just kept camaraderie. Our kangaroo courts were off. We had real judges in our kangaroo. We had real lawyers.
Really?
We had Judge Judy's family in the Okay. We had Johnny Cochran. I had Dick Neuheisel. Mickey Neuheisel's dad is my lawyer in my kangaroo court. So it's Dave Henderson. We had characters. Frank Robinson. Guys are a whole nother personality at kangaroo court. Just a whole nother character. All the shy guys, Ralph.
I was just going to say, Frank Robinson is famous for being a judge in kangaroo court. There was pictures of him way back with the old Reds, as a matter of fact.
The veterans did that, Ralph. It was the veterans, like if you had I don't know who you had, Kyle.
The one I can remember the most would have been Frank was one of them.
Frank Robinson?
Frank Thomas.
Oh, Frank Thomas. Now picture Frank Thomas with a white wig on. 6'6", 280 judge with a hammer. Everybody was guilty. Was it $1 fine, $2 fine? Right?
When we were doing it,
we
started at $25.
$25. See, we were a buck crew.
and then you could dispute it, but you were going to lose and pay double.
No, so if you argued the $25 fine, it would be $50.
It was $50.
And if you brought a lawyer in and the lawyer lost, it would be $75. So the best, you either take the fine, but some guys would battle. Oh, yeah. They flat out like, you got a witness, I got video. They bring all witnesses.
Tell me about Frank Robinson, about Frank Thomas. He is the most unknown superstar. We know he was a good hitter, he was steady, but what was he like as a person?
When I say Frank, when I tell stories about Frank, and I'll tell you a quick story about it. So it was my first time going to big league camp, and we had a little inter squad, and I got to face Frank. And Frank, as a young pitcher, he wants everything away, right? And he's huge, and I don't want him to get his arms extended. So I came in on him, kind of brushed him back, and he stared me down. So I went right back inside on him.
Wow.
So anyways, I don't remember the result if he popped out or whatever. And afterwards, he calls me and he says, "Hey, Kane, come over here." And so I walked over there, and he says, "I'm going to take you out tonight." So he came and he picked me up and took me out to a steak dinner.
Wow.
And then, we took out, had a couple beers. And actually, Frank was one of the nicest, best guys that I've ever met playing ball. He was just a good human being.
Now, if he was in our clubhouse, Ralph, we would have tied him up, locked him up in the hotel, and put steak on top of his head. But you're a rookie, right?
I hadn't even made the team.
Oh, he wasn't even. Rookies got abused. That was nice.
That was just like my first time big camp when I actually had an opportunity.
Wow.
To make the team.
That's big time. Frank Robinson is a shy guy, really.
It was a pretty good honor to have him.
You still there, Ralph?
I'm there.
Okay. Yeah, he's kind of a shy guy. Even on the news when he's doing the MLB Network show, he doesn't overtalk. He just gets his. He's not like A-Rod. I'm sorry, J-Lo. I'm sorry, Hal Reynolds. I'm sorry. Did I say Mullen? What's the guy? Rose, Chris Rose. I'm sorry. Did I throw him under the bus? My fault. But Frank's mellow. I like his demeanor. He's a good guy.
Good. Hey, Kyle, who in the minors helped you progress the most? Which coach? I like to pay homage to minor league coaches.
The coach that I would say that helped me the best would either be Sean Snedeker or Richard Dotson.
Whoa, Dick Dotson was one hell of a pitcher, and with the White Sox,
he's a wild one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a good guy. He was a little wild. He's a wild one.
Okay. what was your favorite minor league story that you tell when people ask you about the buses, about the experience?
Oh, see, one of my favorite minor league stories would have been I was in A-ball, and the AAA guys had a couple pitchers go down, so they sent me up to AAA, and on the bus trip, and I don't remember where we were coming from, but we were going to Syracuse, and there was a couple guys that had some time in the big leagues that were still in AAA, and we were playing some cards, and let's just say that trip I made about $3,500 in a matter of a 2-hour bus trip.
For an A-ball, which you're getting paid maybe $800 a month, that had to be pretty cool. Who was the big?
Well, that was when I was when they sent me up to AAA though. So those guys are getting paid a little bit better.
No, I understand, but they had just sent you from A-ball, and all of a
Correct.
sudden you're in AAA playing these former Who was the big loser from the majors that day?
That was Jeff Juden.
Jeff Juden, Facebook friend who threatens to come on this airways every now and again. Hasn't yet, but we'll see. Jeff Juden.
Oh, hey, Ralph, how about I call Jeff right now?
All right, that'd be pretty cool.
All right. I'm going to do a three-way. I'm going to call Jeff because he calls me every freaking day, Ralph. Okay.
Well, I know while we're thinking about people to call someday down the line, I have Duffy Dyer's phone number. If you want it, call him. I'd love to get him back on the airwaves with you this time.
Okay, awesome. So you want me to do Felix or Jeff? We'll do Jeff because Jeff's a good friend of Kyle. Hold on, I'm going to get Jeff.
All right.
No, it's okay. I like the bus.
Hello?
Nancy Finley is joining us. Nancy, I have a surprise for you.
Is that Jerry?
You're on Lenny Randle's, before we do the A show,
Lenny.
you're on Lenny Randle's Hot Corner.
Lenny.
And he's here with former minor league player Kyle Kane. And he's about to have former Major League pitcher Jeff Juden on the air in a minute.
Hey.
I'd like you guys to meet Nancy Finley.
Nice to meet you. I know Lenny.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, he's off getting he's off trying to hook up with Jeff Juden right now.
Okay.
How do you know Lenny?
He was
Nancy?
on before. We've shared email since.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got Jeff on the line.
I didn't realize that you were on the show. Okay, Lenny, that's very cool.
Hey, Jeff. Go ahead.
And also Jerry Feidelberg has joined us, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Is Jerry back?
Jerry is back, and you and I are going to do the A show after the Lenny Randle show, which is
Jeff Gooden's on.
And it's Lenny
Jeff,
Randle's
hold it
birthday.
on.
Nancy, it's Lenny Randle's birthday today. He
Happy
didn't make
birthday.
much.
Happy birthday, Lenny.
Hey,
Jeff.
Oh, wow. The
Good job,
first.
man. I'm coming by everybody's house by helicopter, so just hold your presents on the roof.
I like that.
Hey, Jeff, I'm Ralph Tyko with the Comfortably Zoned Network. We're Facebook friends. I'm glad to have you on the air.
Sure.
We have Nancy Finley. We have Kyle Kane, and, of course, the Lenny Randle show that you're on.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Good evening.
I want the coffee Lenny drinks. I want the same coffee.
Yeah.
Yes, so much energy.
Ragazzi, molto importante, molti, that means very, very. Cappuccino with ginseng. Cappuccino with ginseng. You can cheat and put 1,500 milligrams in there like Jeff Juden does, or you could cheat like Ralph does espresso 4 times a day with Starbucks in there. It's okay. But I use ginseng.
I know that. That's absolutely true, Lenny. If it weren't for espresso at Starbucks, I'd be napping right through the call.
Listen.
Hello, Ralph.
Hey,
Hello, Ralph.
hello, is this Jerry?
Jerry's online. I'm
Jerry.
So glad to hear Nancy and
Jerry Feidelberg from the A's show. Jerry was on the A's medical staff as a pharmacist at one time.
Yeah.
And I've got Jeff Juden on, Kyle Kane, former White Sox pitcher. Wow, this is pretty cool. And Lenny's birthday, Jerry. Can't forget that.
Wow, what a crew.
I'm going to tweet that.
What a crew.
Oh, yeah.
What a crew. If anybody's under house arrest, I'm going to let you out so you can come party with me.
Okay. That's nice.
Ralph,
Jeff, I want to get to know you by asking you the same question I asked Kyle a few minutes ago. Who was it when you got the call to go up to the big leagues that gave you the notification, and in turn, who did you call when you found out that you were going to be a big leaguer?
Well, I was in Tucson with the Toros. Bob Skinner was my manager there, and Brent Strong was my pitching coach. And Fred Nelson, who's the director of the minor leagues of the Astros at the time, the three of them told me after we won the PCL in '91. And then the first person I called was my dad. I called to thank him for all that time he put into me, and tell him I love him and appreciated it. And got on the plane the next morning and headed to Cincinnati without any rest. For a couple days. And then,
Well, Jeff, at least you were in the fire. Your dad was nice, Jeff. My dad goes, "Is this a collect call or what?"
He called who, man?
I go, "No, Dad, I'm paying. I'm getting a contract."
I know, man. He was happy, man. You know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought of him, man. That's who I called. So it's pretty emotional for me to tell him.
Jeff, who did he take you to see? What team when you were a kid growing up?
Yeah, well, you know, he used to watch a baseball bunch, Johnny Bench, man, on Sundays, you know, and I'd sleep in about 11. I'd get up and ask him what the lesson of the day was, you know. He'd take me down the park and hit fly balls, ground balls, or we'd work on pitching and hitting spots. And, you know, that was pretty much the extent of it. We don't play a lot of baseball up here in New England, man. I was playing hockey mostly. And, you know, then all of a sudden people just started showing up.
If it weren't for baseball, would have you gone far in hockey? Would have you played in the NHL?
You know, I would have been like Chara, man, you know, big giant out there and stuff. I felt pretty good. I had great coaching, you know, guy Joe Yannetti was my coach here for a while, and Paul Vincent, and those guys are NHL guys and stuff, and went to the Bruins camp with Don Cherry and Bobby Orr and all them guys, and Busick, and yeah,
guys,
cool, man. He's kind of my thing.
Ralph and Nancy, he's being humble. He was like McSorley and Gretzky. Let me just get it out there.
Okay.
He was a beast.
I had a slap shot, man. You know what I mean? I could shoot a slap shot. I had a goalie mail me his jock strap one time in 12 pieces, sent it to me in the mail, told me I'd never believe him if he just called me and told me. He said, you had to see it, you know. So, I shoot pretty hard.
You broke somebody's cup.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. I had a wicked slap shot, man. I used to break glass, break boards. Yeah, it was crazy. But
with hockey,
anyway, yeah, I'm from Salem, Mass. Salem, which city?
I got a good question.
When did you even
When did you learn to ice skate?
Ice skate? I learned ice skate on the ponds, man. There was a little pond up the street.
Really?
And then, then I started playing when I was about, I don't know, 6 or 7, 6.
So that's
I played, 13, 14 years.
Nancy, let me tell you something, Nancy. He's 6'7", 285, okay?
No, I'm 330 today, man.
Never felt
You're a big guy.
Wow.
Well, when he gets to 340, sell.
I'm in pretty good shape, believe it or not, actually, for the weight. You know, just
did you ever play?
my playing weight was 285, man. So happy birthday, brother Lenny.
You and Kyle both,
hey, man.
I'm going to ask you. I've already asked Lenny this over the months that we've done this. When you stop playing, how did you guys channel your energy, the competitiveness, the motors running, but you're a neutral type thing? I want to start with Kyle Kane. You were hurt.
Kyle's doing. Yeah. Let me show you. Kyle Kane he said you were his idol, Jeff. He was a pitcher with the White Sox. You remember Kyle?
Yeah, Kyle, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, he's in the batting cage right now. We're doing lessons.
Okay.
Well, that's great, man. Has he graduated?
As we speak, he's got 5 things going as we speak. What else? Are you selling flowers, Lenny?
No, tulips.
Tulip. Okay.
Tulip.
I'm on the road.
He's in the batting cage. I'm going to ask you that same question, Jeff, because you were all grit and competitiveness. A hockey player in a baseball uniform, my God. How did, in that first year, you adjust?
You know, I didn't give up for a while, man. You know, I had some injuries and stuff, tried to come back and played some independent league for a little while. And, you know, I started a family too, you know, and my 2 sons were born around that time, 2001, 2002. So I had a lot of changes in my life happening, and you know, my back was bothering me, and I just couldn't make it back. But I play music. That's what I do today. Play music, and I want to be a rock star, man. So I mean, I'm gonna play some music for some charity stuff here and there, and you know, try to put a band together and rock and roll when I'm done being a daddy.
Quick happy birthday, Lenny, out of you, just to hear how you sound. So, because I'm a scout.
Happy birthday, Lenny. You know, that's me, man. I'll play you the chords.
That's the song. Can we have it a little more melodic?
Hey, Jeff, you got the guitar? You know,
all I ask for is melodic. And do I get it? Huh?
Well, everybody, man. You know, I'll sing along with everybody. Get everybody singing, man. You know, and I'll sing right there with you. You know, we got a quartet or something.
Here we go. This is
how
we're going to end the show.
Right,
this is how we're going to end Lenny Randle's Hot Corner. All of us. Jerry Feidelberg, Nancy Finley, Kyle Kane is in the batting cage. Lenny's going to sing along. We were going to get Thad Bosley, but that didn't happen. I made Lenny laugh. Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you.
Where's the guitar?
Happy birthday, dear Lenny.
I need the guitar.
Happy birthday to you. Brother Lenny, many more.
Thank you.
Right over. Yes.
There you go. You're ready to rock.
Who let that person in?
You know,
guys,
I thought it was Neil Christie for a second there, and but it wasn't.
Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder.
Oh,
Stevie Wonder, guys, he just joined us. He's waiting for Jeff to get the guitar. Jeff, Stevie Wonder's on the line now.
Yeah, Stevie, man. I saw him, man, downtown. They just dropped him in the middle of Salem, man, when I was a kid. He's saying Superstition Ain't the Way. at the East Indian Mall.
Yeah,
I ain't no shit, man. I'm like, man, what the hell are you doing there? He's like, yeah, man, I'm jamming. I was like, yeah, well, shit, all right.
Was he alone?
Jeff, I remember you. I remember you, Jeff. I was up by myself.
Yeah, man, you remember me? I was about 10 years old.
I touched your shoulder. You had a mustache at 10.
Yeah, you were rocking, man. You were rocking.
Who remembers Jose Feliciano? Does anyone remember?
Oh, great singer, awesome singer, and Orbison as well.
I walked him out.
Feliciano did the best rendition of the national anthem that I've ever heard. Jose
Was
Feliciano.
that with us in the late 70s? Because I walked him out on the field. He was sitting there alone in our reception area. And
wow.
Whoa.
And so,
wow.
Yeah.
We
he
were
didn't know
alone.
where the hell he was. He probably told him you were in Hawaii.
And I guided him to the elevator and took him down. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Nancy, you may not know this, but he was the reason why MC Hammer went into music, Jose Feliciano.
Really?
You need to know. Yeah, Nancy. He came to the... I used to watch... Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. So, you guys have your dad did a lot of stuff for baseball that you don't know on the side. I mean, he even had pictures. Reggie Jackson and Sal Bando thought they could sing, like the Temptations. They were confused.
I wonder how they felt when Hammer's hit came out. Oh, wow. That was...
They wanted a piece of... They gave him, they would give him like $60 to $100 a day just for go get in a car. So he would sell all of the CDs to us players and the guys out of the trunk of his car. So he made like $40,000 in sales. And then he released his song. So the guys went, do we get a cut or what?
Hey, Lenny.
He was making more than the players.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to close this show, push a button, and you be on the A show, and you don't even have to move. All of you, you're on the A show. Here we go. Thank you for listening to Lenny Randle's Hot Corner.
Happy birthday to
It's
Lenny.
the Comfortably Zoned Radio Network. Please come back next week. You get to hear Lenny at his very best. He won't be a year older. He will only be a week older. So that's, even though it's his birthday today. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you, Kyle Kane. Thank you, Jeff Juden. Come back for the A show. Stay right on the line. And thank you for listening, everybody. Adios.
Well.